Hello everyone, welcome back to Data Monk. In today's video, we are going to talk about two another normalization forms that are 3NF and BCNF. I hope you have watched our previous videos on normalization where I have explained about 1NF and 2NF. If not, I request you to please go watch it for better understanding before you start with this one. So, let us just dive right into it. So, before we cover the concept of 3 and F, I want you to understand what is transitive dependency. All right. So, according to the definition, when a non-key attribute determines another non-key attribute, that is, there's an indirect relationship between the attributes. Let us try to understand this with a real life example. Um, Consider we have this table. Okay, we have student ID, subject code, student name, subject, and we have added two columns in our previous table. I'm talking about the 1NF and 2NF video. There also we considered the same table, but here we have added, say, to another column which is exam and marks. Exam is type of exams, like it could be your theory exam, practical, internals, or and then according to that we have the marks. All right, so this is our students table. Now, if you notice, both exam and marks are non-key attribute, right? These I cannot make exam or marks a key attribute because they are not going to fetch me any unique tuple, right? If I choose practical, I don't know what I'm talking. If I'm talking about Sarah's practical, if we are talking about Mehul's practical, I don't know that, right? So these two columns are not key attributes. But if you notice, this exam and marks are dependent on each other, right? How will you know the marks if you don't know what exam I'm talking about? Right? So if I'm saying 43 marks, I need to know that 43 marks I'm talking about a practical exam because it is out of 50. 87 marks I'm talking about the theory exam because it is out of 100. So different exam will be given different marks according to the criteria, right? So exam and marks are basically dependent on each other. I hope you agree upon that. So when these non-key attributes, this exam and marks being non-key attributes and showing dependency on each other, this is what you call as transitive dependency. So now if you read the definition again, you'll be able to understand it. What is transitive dependency? When a non-key attribute determines another non-key attribute. When a non-key value is dependent upon another non-key value. And transitive dependency is something that we don't want, okay, because it won't help us, sort our relation into simpler table. So now moving ahead, I hope this concept of transitive dependency is clear because for you to understand 3NF, for you to understand the third normal form, you need to be very clear with the concept of transitive dependency. Okay, now let's move ahead. 3NF. So our third normal form, there are two rules for that. First, our relation should be in 2NF, and second, it should not have transitive dependency. You know what is transitive dependency, right? So, if you notice, there's this hierarchical order. For a relation to be in 3NF, it should be in 2NF. For a relation to be in 2NF, it should be in 1NF. So, basically, here, if you want your relation to be in 3NF, it should be in 1NF also and 2NF also. So, this is a hierarchical order. Each one of them are dependent upon each other, right? So, now let us try to understand this 3NF. We need to check if the relation is in 2NF and we need to see if there is any transitive dependency and we need to remove that. So, that is very simple to do. What we are going to do is simply decompose our tables like we did in our previous video. If you haven't checked the previous video, I would suggest you to just watch that entire video. It will be much clearer to you after you watch that video and then you understand this concept. So to turn your table into 3NF, we have to remove this exam and marks which are showing transitive dependency. We need to remove this transitive dependency. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to convert our relation into 3NF by decomposing the tables. This is the most, you know, that is why we do the process of normalization, which is dividing bigger tables into smaller tables so that they can link to each other. This is what we learned in our first video. So now consider I have created another table exam which has attributes exam and marks, right? So now if you see there's no transitive dependency here, right? I can directly see the marks, I can directly have the student ID and fetch a unique record from this. So this is also in 2NF and it is not showing me transitive dependency. And how we did that? Simply breaking down the table, where we have one table that we have is our student table and another table we have our marks, or you can call it as an exam table, which has the attributes exam and marks, right? Let's move ahead. We are now going to talk about our last normal form, which is BCNF, the full form for which is Boyce Codd normal form. All right. So it is nothing. It's basically an extension to our 3NF, but with a little stricter rules. The rules are a bit stiff here. So the rules are: first, the table should be in 3NF. As I said, this is in hierarchical order. If it should be in 3NF, that means it should be in 2NF. That means it should be in 1NF. So for a table, for a relation to be in BCNF, it should be in 1NF, 2NF, and 3NF, right? And the second condition is uh, in every functional dependency, the left hand side value, it should be a super key. All right. Uh, Let us understand this with an example, then only you'll be able to grasp it. So consider this table. We have student ID, subject, and now we have the names of teachers also. Okay, so we have subject name and the teachers who are teaching that subject. Now if you see student ID and subject, okay, student ID and subject, it can give me a unique value, right? It will give me a unique value. I said student ID, I select subject, so it will give me the name of the teacher, right? So this we can say is a super key. But if you notice, teacher can also give you subject, right? So teacher, I can see teacher can give me SQL, teacher C can give me C++, teacher D can give me Python. But if you notice here, so this happens, right? A teacher can be teaching more than one subject. So here in this table, if you notice, teacher B is teaching SQL as well as DBMS. So can we make this teacher as a super key? I don't think so we can, because it is not going to fetch us a unique value. If I see the relation between teacher and subject, you'll see that this teacher is not fetching me a unique record. If I'm saying teacher B, I don't know if the table is going to fetch me SQL or is just going to fetch me DBMS. So teacher is not a super key here, which is giving me a prime attribute, that is subject. Okay. So if you see the definition, every functional dependency should be a super key, but this is not a super key. That means our table is not in BCNF. Our table is not following the rules of BCNF. Now, how we can get that, how we can have our relation into BCNF? It's pretty simple. We are going to decompose our table again. That is what we have been doing from our first video, right? We are going to decompose our table into two tables, okay? So now we are going to have another, we can create another column called teacher ID. So now here the student ID can also act as a super key, teacher ID can also act as a super key, and in the next table we can use teacher ID as a foreign key, which can link us back to the previous table. We can link us back to the previous attribute of this table, which could be a primary key. And now if you see, our functional dependency is a super key. So this teacher ID is a super key which can fetch me the unique records from the table. So I hope I was able to make the concept of 1NF, 2NF, 3NF and BCNF clear. Just remember, all we need to do is understand the rules of that particular normalization form and divide your tables accordingly. You need to have the understanding of two dependencies here. First is partial dependency, then we have is transitive dependency, and you should also be clear with the concept of keys. If you are not having the basic idea of keys, I request you to watch the key video which we have made already, and also refer to the 1NF and 2NF video before looking into this one. So thank you so much for watching and staying till the end. Looking forward to see you in our upcoming sessions where we'll be clearing more doubts from SQL and solving some pretty interesting questions. Stay tuned. Have a good day.